Hello Libra and welcome to my channel White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. This is the Halloween Jack and Jill Lantern Love Bonus Reading for Halloween 2025. It will cover October 25th to November 2nd. First we'll take a look at the dates that are favorable and not favorable for love. Then we're going to get some tarot messages. For a complete reading, and just in case something does not resonate with this video, always check your 4 major placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All the links to those videos are down below in the description box, along with the timestamp for your convenience. Okay, Libra, ready? Because the sky is all yours. Let's start with Venus and Mars. Obviously, our cosmic lovers, the ones that we have to consult for love bonus readings. As you know, because she's your ruling planet, Venus is the goddess of love and symbolizes love, beauty, and harmony, while Mars symbolizes the passion and he drives desire and physical energy. These cosmic lovers are very important because by looking at them, we understand the forces that are at work in our intimate relationships. Now, at the moment, and for the time frame for this complete reading, Venus will be in the sign of Libra. Yes, your sign. And as you know, you are going to bring in to the picture harmony, balance, fairness, equality to love, because your ruling planet, the goddess of love, comes in, but sometimes things aren't exactly balanced. Well, that's where you step in and you fix things, right? You're the scales of justice, and so obviously with you, things have to be equal and fair. Now, obviously, you also bring in beauty and harmony to situations. So with relationships, it's usually beautiful, committed, balanced, sweet, and not surprisingly, they lead to happily ever afters. Okay, do we need to say more? Libra, you know all about this, right? Okay, then let's start looking at the dates one by one regarding this period between the 25th of October and the 2nd of November and see what's going on. Starting with the 25th, does this surprise you, Libra? We're going to start with a beautiful green heart. Venus in Libra was sextile with the moon in Sagittarius. Perfect for love, relationships, and commitments such as marriage. Now, if you're single, not a problem, because with this kind of sky, you can easily meet anyone. Everyone will be smiling, will be happy, and if someone should say, hey, can I set you up on a blind date? The answer is yes, because even that will go well. Okay, let's move along. On the 28th, we have a green heart, but it's partially yellow. Let's go take a look at the details to see how to actually manage it and maybe make it turn all green, because that's possible. Okay, on this day, yes, Venus, you're always in Libra. You're going to be squaring with the moon in Capricorn, and that means it's not a good time for bonding. Emotional bondings are not that good. The female energy will be irritated, maybe aggressive, and prone to arguments. Okay, and that's why it's yellow. But the male energy, Mars, is actually the green side. Okay, Mars is going to be in Scorpio and it will sextile with the moon in Capricorn. This means that Mars will be able to communicate well with their partner. Okay, and this is where it comes into play. They could actually help Venus with the irritation, etc. They can actually balance it out. Okay, now this all depends on your relationships. It's going to be different for every one of you. Okay, that's why it's a little bit of caution. Mars is going to have a lot of drive and will be able to, let's say, manage the relationships quite well through their words. Okay, also Mars is going to be trining with Jupiter in Cancer, which means a lot of strong vitality, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of decisive acting, and a really strong zest for life. Basically, Mars will be able to make all the right emotional decisions. And that's really important, okay? So if Mars is able to take the lead that day, this half green heart will become a completely green heart, okay? Let's move along because we've got 6 beautiful days to look at. And look at this. Look at all the green. I just love it. Okay, on October the 29th, we have Mars in Scorpio, which will be trining with Saturn in Pisces. This trine will give you high endurance, great enthusiasm, decisive action, energy. It's great, okay? It's like having this really strong charge of wanting to live, the joy of life, basically. So you're able, and this is really important, you're also able to think rationally when it comes to your emotions. Okay. And this is a very Libra thing to do. In any case, people on this day, a little bit in general, will be able to do so. And this will give love a very grounded, stable, structured feeling. Okay. The result, let's keep going. It's all green hearts. This is great. Okay. Because when Venus is in Libra, love is not just in the air, it's saturated everywhere. What happens is that Venus in Libra responds to this. She will trine with the moon in Aquarius. Therefore, this is a really unique aspect because we have these two air signs. Love and marriage, okay? This is like the best time to get married. If you needed a perfect day for marriage or for strong commitments, it's the 30th. Yes, I know that the 30th of October is Devil's Night. Okay, yeah, when you're going to get married, Devil's Night. Okay, but planetary-wise, like astrologically, it's fantastic. Look, the planets are set up for commitment because here the feeling of love is reliable. In fact, before what we were saying, think rationally when it comes to your emotions. Okay, you give off that feeling of grounded stableness. So that's why love is reliable. That's how they feel it. Okay. People are also in a very good mood that day, and nobody wants conflicts or arguments. It's one of those autumn days where you walk in the forest and you have all these beautiful golden leaves. The air is crisp, and the sky is that deep blue. And you just think, wow, what a great day. I just love this day. And you're in love with life. Okay. That's the kind of day that the 30th will be. Fantastic. The next one is Halloween. Okay. So first of all, happy Halloween and happy birthday, Libra. Because this is your season. Ready to uncover trick or treat, what it's going to be? And unfortunately, it's not a treat. Okay, it is a red X. We didn't have it so far. I mean, we're having like 4 fantastic days for love. It can't be all smooth. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just looking at the stars. If I could, I'd move them around for you guys, but I can't. Here we have Mars in Scorpio, which will be squaring the moon in Aquarius. Okay, yeah, the god of war is a little bit off. We can't go and touch him. Okay, he's the god of war. Come on. Okay, so basically what's going to happen is people are going to be a little bit argumentative, hasty, jumping to conclusion, disagreements with your partner. What you're going to see is repressed emotions come up or moodiness, okay? Now, the example I'm giving everyone for this is, since it is Halloween and you're probably going out to a party, masqueraded, etc., what can happen is, for example, you're at a party, you're drinking a little bit, you may just walk up to the vampire, your partner, and hug him and kiss him and then discover it's the wrong vampire, right? Because guys all have costumes on. And then the right vampire sees you and gets a little bit upset. So that jealousy comes out, those emotions that you don't like come out. And so the argument starts. Now, this have been under another sky, such as the 30th, it wouldn't have happened that way, okay? But the 31st has Mars squaring with the moon, and it will happen, okay? So be very careful here that day. If you do go out, whatever it is, either tiptoe or simply go and have your your Halloween party on another day, like the 30th, on Devil's Night. Oh, by the way, before midnight, of course, because after midnight, Cinderella, it becomes the 31st. So the sky changes. Okay, last one, Libra. The 2nd of June. I'm way ahead of myself. The 2nd of November. Okay, another beautiful green heart. Like, take a look. This is a fantastic reading for love. Okay, we just have to be careful with Halloween. On the 2nd of November, Mars is going to be in Scorpio, and it's going to trine with the moon in Pisces. So there's a lot of willpower in the air. There's a lot of courage, practical action, and a very big openness and truth for love. Okay, like, you're just going to tell the truth. You're going to be open and say things. Now, if you've been following the Taroscope readings, you may remember that Mercury will be going into the sign of Sagittarius on the 29th. Truth-telling Sagittarius, meaning that the truth is going to come out. People are just going to say it like it is, with tact, not bluntly, but they're going to say it like it is. And that is what is going to be very appreciated in relationships. And it's what is going to actually bond people together. And you already know about this because you're an expert, right? When a person tells you the truth, you bond. As soon as they lie to you, you can leave. It's like, goodbye. Thank you, but no thank you, right? Okay, Libra. Having said this, under your beautiful sky, let's go take a look and see what messages come through from the tarot for you. Okay. Oh, let's start with the world upside down. Wow. Okay, but okay, this I like. Okay, let's start. The world is upside down, so you have a sort of lack of closure. There's something that you have not closed yet. There's something that has to be completed, and it's you have this feeling of, okay, I have to finish this, right? Okay, I've already sort of kind of peeked here. The Five of Coins. Now, if you remember when this came up a couple of readings ago, it was like this because you were they just shut the door on you, right? They just shut the door in your face and said, okay, out you go. Okay. And you had that sensation of being abandoned. Okay. Well, obviously, if somebody slams the door in your face, you're not going to feel good. This, however, has come up upside down now. Okay. So you haven't closed that issue yet. But this means positive changes. And this is great, okay? Because this can include forgiveness, okay? Or feeling welcomed again. Like, for example, the person that slammed the door in your face, maybe is going to open it up and say, sorry, ... And they may explain it to you. Hopefully, they'll be open enough to tell you the truth, because that's the only way to handle a Libra, okay? Cross watcher, if you're out there, there's only one way to handle a Libra. Tell them the truth. Otherwise, forget it. You have no hope. Right, Libra? Okay, let's see what else we have. Wow. That was quick. Okay, we have the Two of Swords, which tells me that at this point, when this happens, this positive change happens, you're going to have to make a decision, but typical Libra, weak spot, indecision, hesitancy. You're thinking, you're going to evaluate the situation and you're going to think there is no right choice, right? Okay, this tells me that the truth will be revealed to you, right? Because there's only one way to fix things with a Libra, and that's go down straight with the truth, and you're going to get it. But what it's going to do is say, you're going to consider everything, and you're going to say, there is no right choice. In this case, it's going to be your choice, Libra. What do you want? Okay? You are extremely objective. In fact, you're the only sign of the zodiac that is inanimate. Okay? You're not alive. The symbol is not alive. And that's why you're so objective, and that's why you are the scales of justice. So you're going to realize that by weighing out all the aspects, the pros and the cons, etc., there's no right choice. So what you're going to have to decide is what you want, okay? And this is going to cause you a touch of anxiety because you don't want to make a mistake, of course, okay? Libras are very responsible when it comes to decision making, and they weigh out everything long term. So that's going to be, wow. Okay, I was going to say that's going to be coming up. Ace of Sticks. Okay, so Spirit wants to give you a sneak peek here. There is going to be a new passion that will be ignited. Okay, the Ace of Wands tells me that this is going to take a while for you to decide. Okay, because you're not impulsive. You're very, very fair. And the season, of course, Venus in Libra tells me that love has to be balanced and fair. So justice will prevail. When it happens, this new passion is going to ignite inside of you. You're going to have a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. Okay, you're going to be happy. Let's just put it this way. You're going to have that happiness of hope. Okay, and you're going to be inspired. So it's pretty good. Oh, your star is upside down. I'm so sorry. Okay. However, there's something, okay, you're going to be inspired, but your wish upon a star, you tend to have some lack of faith. Okay? Because of what happened before. It's like saying, okay, but before they slammed the door in my face, but what if it happens again? So you make your choice. Something does start. However, you don't trust, okay? And this is only natural because you're not coming from a place of hypothesis. You're coming from a place of fact that occurred in the past. Therefore, you do have a lack of faith, okay? You don't trust the actual situation. It does start, but you're going to be waiting for proof, Okay? You're not going to have your head in the clouds. You're not going to say, okay, fine, everything's perfect. No. Okay? You're hoping on the star still. You're still hoping for it. But up to a certain point. Like it's there because it was there before. And then you're going to say, yeah, hold on a second. You want my trust. You want my faith back. I need proof now. Okay? Because words are one thing, but words are nothing without proof, right? You need changed behavior. You need facts. Okay, Libra. Let's continue and see what's going on with this love situation. Ooh, Knight of Blades comes in. Strong. Incredible. The Knight of Swords is very assertive, very direct. Someone is impatient. Someone is very impatient and wants to come forward. Okay? What you're going to get is someone who... I'm picking up an energy of someone who's been thinking. Okay, because this is swords. This is someone who's been thinking about what they did, what they're going to do, etc. Yeah, they're going to be time has passed, and so this person has become a bit impatient, but they're focused. I don't know how to say this. It's sort of like they're impatient, but they're not impetuous, okay? They're going to be very direct. You're going to get the answers. You're going to get the truth. And Libra, you can ask all the questions you want. Okay? You want to know something? Ask it. Ask a direct question and you will get a direct answer. And you know how to ask questions very quickly and very assertively. So you're going to... This is also your energy. I think this represents actually both energies. You're going to be this way in asking the questions, and you're going to have as well the impatience of asking the questions because you want your answers, and that's it. Like, you're not going to be waiting much longer. Okay, you already are impatient because this cycle, the world here was upside down, was not closed. So it's either going to get closed in one way or another, but you're not going to keep it open for much longer. Okay, and however, I'm seeing even the answers come in the same manner. Okay, because this is also someone else's energy. It's sort of like the Venus in Libra is going to balance out the energies. You will both have the energy. You will both be on the same frequency. The energy frequency is going to be the same. Very direct, very assertive, and intellectually you will be connecting. Okay. Oh my gosh, they're still coming out. I thought it would be finished. Okay, let's see. This time it's the King. Oh, okay, this I like. Okay, we have the King of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, someone is going to be a little strong, a little too strong. Okay, be prepared. Someone's going to be a little bit too strong. I don't understand who it is, if it's you or the other person. I'm thinking almost that, okay, well, whoever it is, it doesn't matter because the roles can be reversed, of course. Whoever it is, it's going to get balanced out because I have the Temperance card here, Sagittarian energy, okay? So take a look. We have the King reverse on one side, and we have the Knight of Wands on this side, okay? So here we have someone who is hot-tempered, okay? And on this side, we have someone who is, this can also be considered ruthless. Like, they're both extremely strong energies. Okay, let's just put it this way. You've met your match, Libra. Okay, it's like saying, I'm strong, yeah, but so are they. Okay, you're caught in between two strong energies. Sorry, you are one of the two, of course. There's reasoning and there's passion. But what I like about this, despite the fact that, okay, well, you've met your match. I mean, if you're strong and they're strong, you can't blame anyone. What I like the fact is that this Temperance card is here, okay? This means that there is an energy. This is divine intervention. This is a major arcana, so it has nothing to do with what you choose or what you want. This is divine intervention, okay? There will be balance. There will be peace. there will be moderation, even though these two strong figures that we're looking at right here, okay, you're both very strong. However, you will be able to connect with harmony and serenity, okay? Why? Because if spirit doesn't step in and some guardian angel doesn't step in to keep these two hot energies calm, I don't know what's going to happen, okay? So yeah, you're going to have divine intervention over you, hovering over you and controlling this whole situation, okay? Because you are Libra, you are the justice scales, and so in this case, when you're involved in the case, divine intervention, we're going to need a big, beautiful archangel to come down and keep you two both calm, okay? But what I see is that in any case, there's harmony, okay? This is the nice part about it. It's like saying you both want this, but you are both hot-headed and hot-tempered at the moment with this situation, okay? So you're going to need the intervention of this big angel with these big, huge wings. In any case, it's going to be a happy ending with peace, with patience, with tranquility, with harmony. It's going to be a good ending. Okay, Libra? So get ready for the blaze. Get ready for the heat. Get ready for everything. But everything will go well. Okay, Libra? Have a great birthday season. Have a happy Halloween. Have a happy love situation because it's going well. Thank you for being with me, for liking, sharing, and for subscribing. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye for now from Angel.